W.
And now we just wait for the game to start.
It's such a good matchup.
Yeah, this is gonna be fire. Who won the Challenge Cup game? Oh, Z-Strats. He got a
Strats.
Palkia.
Right.
That's
I
crazy.
threw like a substitute.
Oh, that's crazy.
Still would have lost, but you know.
Excuse me. And here we go.
There we go.
Oh, we're gonna see Rain on Z-Strat's side.
That's a very interesting rain.
He built.
And then W.
And
And then more maybe a more standard looking team, I think. More balanced. Oh, the Chan Pao here is interesting from Nido's side.
Relatively poor Rain matchup on Nido's side, I think. This looks like.
Yeah, there's not many Basque answers. I think you kind of just you have to save that Chan Pao for the late game and hope you can like get it there. Or it could be Booster Flutter. If it's Booster Flutter, then there's like another out. The other interesting thing here is like is this Basculegion on Z-Strats and adaptability or Slip Slim. Could be both.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
think
question.
adaptability is probably better. Even on rain.
I'm kind of scared of the Palafin if I'm Nido, but just
Oh
a
god,
little
there's
bit.
like 0 Palafin answers.
Yeah. It's like if it gets in a good position, it could just roll. So that's what I'd be worried about. Maybe there's something like a Terragrass Heatran, pretty standard.
Yeah, I think Nido's gonna have to like really try to capitalize on the Palafin getting activated. Because late game it looks really rough.
Ooh, early booster flutter as well. Okay.
And it's not speed either. Well, since it's not speed, I think it makes more sense to bring it out now.
Yeah. Start chipping stuff maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever can come into that slot.
As always, I'm curious what the Lando set is. It could be like 20,000 different things.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise known as 2. But, you know.
Ooh, that's
Okay, that
quite a
looks
bit of
like Choice Band.
damage. Yeah. Ow. Yeah, ow indeed. Definitely banned.
Alright, just the Flutter or Room.
Oh, Trick Room.
Interesting. I
How
was like,
about
why did the
that?
Rillaboom first? That's interesting. Okay. I think that changes things a bit because there actually isn't too much for hands either on Z-Strat's end.
Well, that changes significantly. So we
Yeah.
certainly have a game on our hands.
It's impressive bulk to live. Actually, no, it's not very impressive bulk. That's -1.
Yeah.
Early Terragrass.
Just barely.
Oh,
There goes the hands already.
okay, that's not great. I think you would rather see the Rilla go down there first. However, that does not look like AV. I don't think AV would have dropped to that. So you probably were getting chunked anyway.
Maybe like the Palafin comes here and starts jet punching stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be worried about.
On this team, I don't think it's going to be bulk. It's probably just banned, and it's probably just eviscerates everything.
Yeah.
I think Nido's going to have to burn a Terra, probably, to try to stop the Palafin. Okay, Shen Pao and Goldango again. I think that makes sense. It's going to underspeed both. Then Pelipper's actually kind of threatening too.
I love that mon. Such a great mon. Pelipper.
I can imagine like playing like Gen 6 when Pelipper did not have Drizzle.
Oh, yeah.
It makes like so much sense. Anyways, random tangent aside. That's a really interesting rain team.
Yeah, it's pretty cool structure, I think.
It's like it looks like sort of like Z Rain, except with no Lando and a Basque. If I'm remembering the team correctly, I'm probably not.
Yeah, that's about right. And then it's like Scarf Lando, and then Plot. Was it Plot Golden Go in that slot? I think.
I think yeah, I think so. It was fast flat, I think. I could just look it up right now. Yeah, there's a Pterodon.
Just get the Pele out of there. That's good.
To make it rain probably just hits Chan Power super hard. Yeah. Base
That's
65 special defense moment. It's honestly like could be worse because if you're a Nudo, you have the basket at least.
hmm
The Goldengo at -1 isn't going to be like Okoing you a Shadow Ball anyway. You'd probably take like Budge from Jet Budge.
I don't know if there's enough power on the Basket Legion to just get rid of the Palafin. Probably not.
Maybe with the Chen House Ruin support,
Ooh, that's true. But I was thinking
but
more like the Chin Pow gets jet punched, and then
right. Yeah, exactly.
because I think the BP of Last Respects is dynamic, so
Yeah, it is. The Rain was like banned Palafin, eject Pelipper. So it's obviously not like just like a copy with Lando being replaced because it wasn't
hmm
eject Pelipper.
that does a shit ton of damage. Oh, and it just dunks it. But
Well, this honestly, considering the matchup, this isn't as bad as it could have been.
no, there's still
Um,
a chance, definitely.
although the Aquajet is kind of free. However, locking into Aquajet isn't exactly the greatest. So I think that's what Nido has to rely on here. There's no way Z Strats lets the Champ How just kill the Goldengo. It's probably switching out.
hmm
Um, and the Champ How
Maybe
already used its Protect.
maybe it's like a double
You
dodge
probably
stab.
switch in Heatran.
We'll see if Nido reads that and just like crunches the slot or something. I don't know if he has crunch, but
Yeah,
there's always just a chance that Z Strats just goes for like the Bleak Wind Storm and to take out the Chen Pao. So nah, he's not
yeah.
gonna
There's the
leave it in.
Heatran. Oh, bye bye. Rain is gone. Honestly, maybe you can just lock into Aquajet. That might just clean up the game. The Heatran probably can't touch the basket very much.
No,
Looks like choice band Lando. Anyways, uh,
definitely, yeah.
yeah, the Bleak Wind is good. Oh, not the Bleak Wind. Mm. I don't know if I like that. However, I think it's fine. You just have to rely on Aquajet really hitting this Lando hard. Will the Bleak one pick it up? It
Oh, it
does.
does. It gets both.
That's game. Wow. Oh, well, not non-AV. It's actually really close. If Nido just
Yeah.
attacked there, he would have won. Yeah, I think that
That was
was
a
very
nice
well
game.
played. Yeah.
All right.
There were like, techs for that matchup, but it
Mhm.
still wasn't quite enough, you know.
Here we are, game two.
Alright, game two. Rouge. Team Orlando.
I think it's semi-TR on both sides.
Yeah.
More Basque Legion abuse. Love to
Yeah.
see it. Or not.
Although I think Nido's team matches up quite well in the Basque, to be honest,
Yeah.
with the Ndidi and the Kingambit
Hmm.
and the Lando for a little bit. Nido's team is really interesting, and it kind of reminds me of like the team I used a couple weeks ago. Just in the fact it has the size spam component, but also Rillaboom. So it's like I'm curious to see what the hand set. It could be like size seed here. Um,
Yeah, I
it's
saw
also
there's like a game I casted. I don't know, I don't think it was yesterday, but the day before. Both the teams had size seed, which was pretty interesting. So size seed seems like it's kind of picking up in usage, which isn't that
yeah,
surprising. We're seeing it come back because since it was pretty popular at the end of towards the end of pre-home. So
yeah. The meta has stabilized a little bit. I think female Basculegion is still questionable, highly questionable,
yeah,
but
it's gotta go.
it's a little bit like it allows for a little bit more bulky stuff than the other one did. Um, and so that's kind of led to like more more bulk,
Mm.
more room for hands to do its thing. Oh, no one pinged matches for this. Hold on.
Oh, I pinged stream matches, I think, didn't I?
Should just do both, just in case.
Oops.
Yeah, well, Flutter goes down very early, taking a, a bunch out of Lando's health. Um, However, I don't know if that's like really great because, especially if this is Size Seed hands, the Flutter was one of the few things that was going to be like able to like hit it before it teared,
Yeah. Depending on the Terra, there is a couple of things that could still hit it though. If there's like Terra Fire, there's a Cleaver. If it's a Terra Grass, there's a Heatran. So
Yeah.
depending on how Nita plays it, still be okay for Z strats. But you're right, that's not
I
amazing
think at this
for
point
E
though, like
strats.
you don't even need to Terra it.
Correct. Yeah. That's probably the right play. Maybe Terra something else. Like the Armorage, perhaps. Maybe like the Terra Grass.
Ooh, just barely hanging on there from the double up. Armarouge comes out. Stone Axe rocks are up. Nice to get in the Armarouge. Yeah, that was a really good pivot in there. Because you get the Armarouge in before the Stealth Rock goes up, and you also proc your Flash Fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's an impressive play. I think here you might be able to just go with your hands, yeah. All our speculating could be for naught, and it could just be like AV hands.
Yeah. With dual terrain, it's not a bad idea to just be AV.
Yeah, I think this turn really this does depend on like what the set is on the Iron Hands.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if we're going to see any interesting moves on the Armorage or anything
Okay,
like
fake
that.
out. Interesting. Burst power. Armarouge tanks that. Quick room. Okay. When it's fake out, I think I'm leaving. It's probably not. It's probably just AV.
Yeah.
In which case, close combat here into the Heatran. Quite threatening, I think.
Maybe just a Heat Wave to take out the Cleaver or something like that.
Yeah.
Unless you're afraid of the Heatran Terrang to survive the close combat.
Oh,
Oh, Swords
Swords
Dance
Dance
is dead.
anyway. Okay, that's interesting.
Oh,
And
so
Armor
it's Armor
Cannon.
Cannon. Okay.
Fake out Swords Dance is interesting. It's definitely works because fake out is just that good of a move. So there still could be Psyche. Actually, that's most likely what it
Yeah,
is.
it's got to be Siced at that point just by process of elimination.
Yeah.
Armor is just kind of in like a rough position here because it's not slow enough to like just straight up beat the Iron Hands, and it's got the
Yeah.
defense drop.
However, these Strats Iron Hands does have to like waste a turn. Oh,
Ooh,
Velodrome. That's very big. Oh my god. That is a ridiculous amount of damage.
yeah, that's a ton.
Mm. Yeah, I think Nido still has the advantage here, even with the Velodrome going up. I wonder if these hands are speed time. They probably are.
Yeah,
But
probably.
with fake out, you could be running like a little like non-zero speed. Although it's most likely a speed time, even if it's
think I accidentally had my mic muted when I was talking. Whoops. Oh well.
Z-Strats is also a little bit lower on time here. Just kind of reflective of the position. Because I bet, I mean, Armor just threatens the Iron Hands too.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Z-Strats Iron Hands has Protect here, I think you put that. And then try to get the... I don't know if the Strats can knock out the Armor though. Even at -2.
Oh, and it
Oh,
just takes out the
alright, do we see an Armor Cannon?
balance.
Expanding Force. I think Armor Cannon was probably more the play there. Hopefully, I think it did more.
Yeah, definitely with the flash fire. And no psychic terrain either, so. Well, with the spread out action, it's probably similar damage. I'm not sure. It's always weird to do that math.
Probably about the same. I think actually
Yeah.
expanding Force with terrain up probably a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
It's just a thick out into the Iron Hand plus Armor Cannon into the crest. That only really gets punished by Heatran switching in.
Z-Strats has a lot to think about and not much time.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't time out. That would suck.
If you're Nido here, you just waste a little more time and hope Z-Strats cancels. Okay, there's the fake out. And there's the Armor Cannon, yeah. I thought that was the best play. Because now the Armor is faster than the hands out of Trick Room.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Woodhammer from Rilla just threatens the Iron Hands as well. And now the targeting is also a little interesting from Z-Strats end because the Indeedee can just switch in.
Because there's the option to Aqua Jet, there's the option to Last Respect, so there's a lot of permutations of this game state.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
and it just takes it out, so.
that's a slow Bask. Okay, that's GG.
Yeah.
Think.
Very well played by
Or
Nido.
is it? Is it though? He could do it.
Heatran, I'm afraid he's just not that guy.
Is he that guy though? Think about it. The Arbor Rouge can't touch it. Not really. The Rillaboom can't touch it. The only thing that can touch it is the Kingambit, which is weak to the Heatran. There's a way, I think. I think there's a
Maybe.
way. Yeah, that's fair play, I think. Jack, okay.
Ooh.
Side seed Kingambit.
And then the fake out Swords Dance.
Yeah. Well played, yeah. That was the
Yeah.
correct way to play that out. Eject Button is actually super nice there.
Yeah, that was
That makes a
cool.
lot of sense. Because then you can proc your side seed and then make it so you can sucker punch again. Well played.
That was a
Yeah.
great last 2 turns. That was like perfect.
Z-Strat saying I choked this one. I think what he's probably referring to there is like not aquajetting.
Hmm.
Because if aquajet did come out there, the Armor Rouge goes down and then the Drain Punch goes out. However, then that also just runs into the mind game of the Ndidi switching in,
Hmm.
which is probably why he didn't go for that.
Both are similarly likely, so it's just a really tough call.
Yeah.
As we wait for game 3.
I predict Z-Strats will be using Basculegion female.
That'd be crazy.
It's really out there, but crazier things have happened.
Excuse me.
I keep switching tabs and joining back and thinking game 3 has started, and it hasn't. Yeah, it's cool to see this come down to a game 3 because these are two great players, pretty evenly matched. I think watching Z-Strats run has been very interesting because he hasn't really I don't think he played like much of current gen
No.
before this tournament,
Mm.
but he's been doing very well. And Nido, of course, just like 50% chance to win every tournament he
Yeah,
joins. So
he's such a strong player.
game 3 taking a bit to
Come on,
load.
guys.
Someone's thinking very hard about what team to use.
Yeah. I mean, we know
I've
Ray's
been
locked
there.
in Basculegion team, so.
Z-Strats just has like DTs. It's like Basque 1, Basque 2, Basque 3, Basque 4.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Oh, here we go.
Okay, there it is.
Oh, he brings around again. Okay. Oh, Screamtail.
Interesting. Another Ndidi plus Iron Hands team. Ndidi is nice, really nice here into the Paladin because at least like Jet Punch doesn't kill you. But I don't even know if it needs to click Jet Punch because probably outspeeds pretty much everything anyway.
Hmm.
Imagine this was Gen 8. Basket Legion got flip turn.
Good lord.
I'm gonna stop there.
Yeah, you better stop for the good of the game. Don't give them any ideas. Wouldn't be surprised if we see that in the DLC, really.
Oh no. Just gonna check right now. In Gen 8, did Basculin get flip turn?
Was that mon even in Gen 8? I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. It's
Oh,
like
it is? Okay.
very irrelevant Pokemon in the wild area. Okay, it did get flip turned. Oh no. The moves better not come back. Forget expanding force. I'm afraid of flip turn Basculegion.
That is way too much tempo for that mon.
Speaking of flip turns, Palpin, I think can probably just click that here. Actually, maybe not. So this could be T-Wave and Screamtail. Especially with like booster speed, I think
A
that's
little too
pretty
risky.
likely. Yeah. Howl. Oh no.
Ooh. Oh, and there
Oh
goes the
man.
belly.
I don't run a calc on that. Is that banded damage?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm kind of a big fan of Ban Lando lately. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. It, sometimes I think it can kind of like get you in an annoying position, but that's kind of just the way it is with choice mons. But I think it is
Yeah.
like become like, in my opinion, one like either the best or second best set.
Hmm.
Okay. That has got to be a not very bulky developer. Because even band +1 does not even have a roll to KO on the sample set. So it's probably
Oh,
that's probably
okay.
just like a very offensive developer.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me on this team.
I think it's like immediately a very good position. Uh, because now like if you can somehow find a way to stall out the rain, I think you're looking pretty nice.
Because you have to force the Torn to click Rain Dance again at some point, so
Yeah.
you can exploit that in some sense.
But I think here you really gotta be careful with this real move. You gotta switch the Lando out. Um, but there's not really something that can take that super well. GG. It's cheating.
Yeah, Chi is the best option, but still, that's gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah,
Yeah,
nearly half.
46. Yikes. I think that's looks like more offensive to you to me based
Hmm.
on that. Probably like I mean that makes sense on this team.
Yeah, there's
You
not.
want more immediate damage output.
Yeah, you need it with Indeedee and Screamtail, so. Probably opts for Trick Room here, I think.
Yeah.
Do you remember if this Rillaboom is like taunt or vest? I don't remember if it's taunt.
I'll check in one.
Let me see.
Oh, it was citrus, so it's definitely time.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
You've got
Oh.
to be kidding me. That was not what I was expecting. But it was close. Yikes. Well, that's one way to get out of the taunt. Really liking the inject Indeedee here. Game 2 and game 3.
There's just, again, not a lot of stuff that wants to switch into that Chi slot.
Yeah. You can take one more Bleak Wind, but it's just going to be threatened with a U-turn or a Woodhammer. Well, it's a Woodhammer, because, again, no switches.
Hmm.
There's the side seed burned. He does live. Okay, U-turn comes out. Yeah, despite the early advantage, I think this is like really rough um, for Nido. Raiders just too strong. Intimidate is going to help here a little bit, but you've already used your Terra, so hands is probably still like in range of banded wave crash.
Now there's like kind of like terrain mind games here between the Rilla and the DD, but Nido's still probably favored with a terrain reset
Yeah.
because DD is always going to be slower. So
Well, both of these Strats mods are slower. Would switch out last. Or wait, or faster, so they'd switch out first. Never mind. Ignore what I said.
mhm.
But yeah, I still think this is just like a very free Bleakwind plus wave crash. Although I guess that does leave you room for like the Lando to really hit the Paladin for a bit, but it's not going down. And even if it crits and it does, then your Masculine just comes out. Although I guess this is with the NDD in the back, the Paladin is the biggest threat. So if you can somehow find a way to eliminate that, um, then I think that's your win con.
Yeah, and there's a Blakewind, like you said. Oh, and it's
Ooh,
just going to take out the Lando.
that was not what I expected. I think that's. I don't know if I like that because that's like maybe a little bit needlessly aggressive because now it's more even. I still think Z-Strike's a little bit favored here, but if you had kept the Paladin alive, you were much better off.
Somehow I feel like this is going to come down to Basculegion versus Basculegion.
Yeah,
Just the way this is going.
the state of the OU. I think Basculegion's just one of those Pokemon that's like when it's used by maybe more ordinary players, it's like
Ooh, and the
eh,
hands
maybe
lives.
okay, yeah. Ice Punch, covering for something. I don't know what, but I think from Vito that was probably one of those clicks that's like, it doesn't matter what I click because I'm gonna die anyway. Then he did die.
Yeah, Thunder would have been really good there.
Although if this is like, no, never mind, it's not working. You do make these drops have to land a frequent here, or just switch out and dodge the fake out indeed. Hmm. Indeed, being taunted there is not great. Because now you have to.
can't follow me anymore for the Basket
Yeah.
Legion.
The Basket Legion from these threats and just comes in, um, or not. That works too. Although, the hands can probably live a make it rain, unless this is specs. But you're just clicking Bleakwind anyway. I wish it fake out through the tornadoes earlier. Well, okay. Interesting.
It's smart to pull the NDD there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Because you can't
That's why I
taunt it
felt like
anymore, and it can just redirect the ghost moves. So
that's why I kind of felt like these threats should have gone Basket Legion first. Because then you could like threaten the switch in more.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
I don't know about that one. Oh, okay, I do know about that
okay,
one.
I see. Yeah,
This is probably not Scarf,
no,
if
definitely
I had
not
to
then.
guess then. Based on that play.
Yeah, that makes more sense then.
Because now, yeah, now I think if this is not Scarf, this is like AV, yeah. Now Nido just wins.
Yep,
Wow. Very well played there.
super great positioning.
Okay, that's literally just the Z strat the Z
Charm.
Voltego stand.
Oh,
Hey yo.
that's heat.
Okay, the Goldingo was Terra normal. That's why she showed that.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Terra turn into Wave Crash into Lando. I think that was like pro.
Yeah, that was probably maybe it wasn't necessary to get the kill, but yeah, it just probably just wasn't the right play.
Yeah, I think the play was always just to kill the hands first because the Lando, despite being banded, probably wasn't like as threatening. This is now annoying though because Z Strats is now in my bracket. Although
Oh,
either way, it was going to be annoying.
yeah. All right, great win by Nido, and well played by both, I
Yeah,
think. Just generally, it was a really good series.
yeah, it was. Yeah, I think Z Strats might regret a couple plays, but overall, both of them played very well.
Yeah.
Uh, there was, especially game two, there was a lot of mind games. Yeah, very good set.
All right.
Kind of lived up to what I was expecting.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for casting, and thanks everybody for watching. See you later.
Yeah, thanks for listening. I will.